Hi, I know, not a new week, but I wanted to reach out and make some announcements, some more announcements concerning the research paper. I have, for your own reference, uploaded an outline here in this module. And this is not the outline that you have to follow for the final submission. This outline is actually just for your own reference. It's for you as you are constructing an essay of this length. The outline I have put a lot of time into, and it really is meant to help you organize your thoughts. Since we have only been writing journal assignments this semester without introductions and conclusions, we want to make sure we are reminded of the way in which an academic essay looks, since we really haven't been formatting our assignments that way this semester. And so that outline will help you be reminded of kind of the things that need to be included in an introduction and a conclusion. In addition, I hope that the outline will help you to appropriately integrate source material, secondary source material, and primary source material. You will see that each body of that outline incorporates source material and calls for you to both introduce that material and comment on that material. That is referred to as sandwiching your quotes. So the general rule of thumb, friends, is that you don't ever want to start a paragraph with a quote or source material, and you don't ever want to end a paragraph with a quote or source material. This means that you are starting your major sections with claim, something in your own words, and you are ending your major sections explaining the significance of research that you have integrated or quotes that you have used. So just always sandwich your major sections with your own words. Your own words should outshine anybody else's in this research paper. And I hope that's something that the outline will help you with. If the outline in all of its different levels and its specificity begins to be overwhelming, then step away. It's meant to help you. It's not meant to harm you. It really is just a way for you guys to think about how you can incorporate a primary source text and add secondary source research and fluff it up with your own ideas and your own opinions. That's really what it is meant to do. Please remember that your final outline that's due with your final research paper on Tuesday, May 2nd, will not follow this outline structure. It's much simpler, it's much more direct, the one that you will be required to submit. If you want to submit an outline that looks just like the one that I've included here, then go for it. I mean, that's more work on you, but it's helping you to come up with an organizational pattern and plan for the essay. Ultimately, I just need an outline with your final essay on Tuesday. I hope the outline I have included will help you guys as you are really trying to put your assignment together. I want to make a note about the word count and specifically some of those requirements for the research paper. I've mentioned previously that it is a requirement for you to turn this paper in, if you want to pass English 1302. The minimum word count is 2,000 words, okay? That's approximately 6.5 to 7 pages, not including a works cited page. So that's quite a lot of information. That is the very minimum. That's the minimum word count. So anything less than that will not pass. That's the minimum. So make sure you're meeting that word count. Again, that's not inclusive of the works cited page. Another minimum requirement for the assignment is research. You have to do research for this assignment. It's a research paper. You are required to find at least 5 sources from the TJC databases. I've had a couple of students reaching out to me and asking me if they can, move beyond the databases, and I told them sure, but it won't count towards your minimum of 5 sources. For example, if you want to use a magazine or a book or something like that, great, go for it. But I will be looking for 5 sources minimum from the databases, okay? All of those sources need to be used in text. So all of the sources I find on your Works Cited page have to be mentioned in text. These sources, I know there are quite a few sources over most all of the stories you guys have chosen to write about in the databases. I want to tell you guys a few of my favorite databases that I think you can find some really good stuff in literary criticism. The first one is Academic Search Complete. That's a really general database, but it really, there's just so much you can find there. So that's a really good one if, for example, you are kind of moving beyond literary criticism and maybe you're looking for biographical background or historical context. Maybe those are some of the things you're needing to include in your paper to make an argument. Academic Search Complete is a really good place to start. Literary Reference Center is another really, really good one. This one will be mainly just literary criticism, which is what you're doing. You're writing a literary criticism paper, so it will be very similar to the things that to what you're trying to construct right now. The Humanities Full Text is another really good one. This one will have a lot of literary criticism as well, so just check that one out as well. There are quite a few others, so do your own navigation or navigating of that the databases, okay? But they're really, really helpful. One tool that you should make note of is that each one of these databases gives you the option to copy and paste a citation. So you have to kind of look for it, but over in the side of whichever database you're using, there's an option to cite, and you just have to choose MLA and you can copy and paste that into a Word document. You would need to fix the hanging indent, the double spacing, make sure that things are italicized when they need to be italicized, and review your textbook for specific requirements regarding that. When I say that you need 5 sources minimum, outside sources, that does not include your primary text, which is the short story you're writing about. So this means that ultimately, when I get your final paper, you will have 6 sources total on your Works Cited page. That's 5 secondary sources from the databases at the very minimum, and 1 primary source, the story you're writing about, okay? And that would follow that same citation we've been following for the research paper this entire semester. So, I hope that this helps maybe clarify a few things for you guys, and I really just want to encourage you guys to reach out to me if you are having any issues or questions, or if you are concerned. Again, it's a big paper, 40% of your grade. One more thing I do want to make sure you all know too is that I really won't have any, and I haven't had too much of an issue with this semester, and here with you guys, y'all have all been great. But I won't have any sympathy for plagiarized assignments. So if you do plagiarize the assignment, then you won't be able to pass this class. And obviously, further repercussions could come from that kind of offense. So I want your voice. Okay, that's really what I want. And y'all have been doing real good with that. So. I hope it's going well. Those of you who submitted thesis statements, I left you some good commentary. I left you some feedback. I will be reviewing the first couple pages of your draft as those come in this week. Good luck, and again, reach out to me. And use that outline. I think it's going to really help you guys to organize your essay. All right, have a good day.